Can I ask which was a turning point for Leicester internally that you felt like we could be title winners here? Because from the outside, I was like, oh, they can't keep this going. They can't keep this going. First half of the season, I think you're still conceding quite a few goals, and there seemed to be a tactical shift. Suddenly, your 5-3 wins were becoming 1-0 wins and 2-0 wins. It seemed like a very, very purposeful change, a tweak. And then there was that City game away at the Etihad. It's like, oh, City will blow them away. City will go on to win the title. And then suddenly, people started taking it more seriously. But you lost the next game against Arsenal.
Someone got a red card, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, but I think even City Etihad was I think was when we all were like, oh, we're a good team. Like, wow, because we didn't. Sometimes you can nick games and and City have all the possession, but we actually played really well. Could have got more in a day, and I think that's when we believed. And then a week later, you go to Arsenal, 1-0 up. It's not a red card. I don't know if you've seen the clips. I got 2 yellows. It was Giroud who fell down like he's 6'3". Like, what are you doing? But he was clever. He went down, and I got a second yellow. I felt I let the team down, 1-1. And then my old mate Albert comes on last minute and scores a winner. And I was heartbroken. Me at the time, I thought I was going to lose the league because of me. And what Claudio did was he gave us a week off.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's smart.
Because we had the FA Cup next game, but we weren't in it. And he just said he weren't going to do that, by the way. Even if he won, he weren't going to. But he don't know what happened with him. He recognised his great man management. And we all went to Dubai.
The whole team?
Pretty much. And just had a week like it was summer holidays.
Wow.
And he just told us to switch off completely, forget what's happened, forget about everyone talking about the league, because we'll come back next week and we'll go again, just do what you need to do and enjoy your time. And we did, and we come back, and yeah, it was amazing that he did that, because we could have been in training all week, like, oh, do more running, do more videos, this and that, and he just said, have a week off, clear your mind. That's what he said, clear your mind. That's what he said, and we did.
And he distracted the media because he was coming up these little quips, dilly ding, dilly dong, and all, and I'll buy them pizza if they win.
Yeah.
And we were talking more about his comments and quoting them than you.
Yeah, and I think that's what he did well. I think because he left us to it, and he was just managing them himself. I think that's a massive part of the role in what managers need to do now when a team's trying to win a league. You see it with Arsenal and stuff, but no, he was fantastic with that, and we were just in our little bubble worrying about the next game.
Good as gold he was.
Yeah,
in that
he
sense.
was. Yeah.
We've talked about this on TV. How you struggled the next season, but before that, you must have had a hell of a summer.
Yeah, can you imagine? Right? You've achieved. You've got to the top of the mountain. Like, there's nowhere else to go, and it's like, wow, you got a Premier League medal. It wasn't real. Everywhere you go, everyone's talking about us. Everyone, it was like, and I was everywhere. I went to Spain. I took all my mates, and I'm in America. Listen, we had the best summer of my life, as you can imagine. Which I think, you was right to. I remember Oxlade-Chamberlain I think I was doing his head in America, because every day I just kept saying, "Yep, I'm on the Prem."
Oh.
Obviously, Alex, he ended up winning it anyway, and I protected him. But it was just nice to be able to say to everyone, "Yep, we've won it, and we did it the way we did it." And because, like I said, I think everyone's expected us to drop off, and we didn't.
I wouldn't even want to see your bill from the summer.
No, I don't want to look at it now either. Could they have that some of that back, please? No.
Yeah.
No, listen, it was all worth it, wasn't it? It was. You can never relive them moments again. And I said, we were with the manager, with the lads. We went to Thailand, and we had a trip there. Then even pre-season, all that stuff with pre-season, and going through, playing all these top teams, Barcelona, and LA, Paris Saint-Germain in LA, and it was just unbelievable times.
Do you consider that the greatest sporting achievement? And for you to be part of it would be wow.
I think so. I think it's equivalent now to what? Sheffield United, Luton.
Yeah.
You know, they got promoted. They're at the bottom of the league, or around the bottom of the table now. And as you said, they're going to get to March, go on a run, and then go in the Premier League.
No, not happening.
You know, people are saying now about Aston Villa, if Aston Villa up there, you know, it's like Leicester. Well, it's not really.
They've been in the Premier League for
a long time.
Yeah.
You know, last year they got into Europe. They didn't finish 17th. So, and with the players we had, you know, we had no right to be up there. But there was just something about that group and that mentality where we, like I said, if Sheffield United or Luton survive and win 7 out of the 9 games and then go and lose 3 games next year in the Premier League, which is what we did, I just can't ever see it happening again. And I hope it does, but I also hope it doesn't, because it was our thing.
Didn't Carragher, I think it was Carragher, I might be misquoting him, say that the greatest signing in Premier League in terms of value for money would be Vardy, because of how much he was paid for him, where he came from, and then the career he would go on to have in the top flight. Games scored in a row. I mean.
Yeah, 11-11, which was, you know, we were desperate for him to do that. I'd agree with him. It's not like me to agree with Carroll, but no, he's joking. But no, I'd agree. Look, he scored 100, and he scored more goals than Drogba in the Premier League. He's you know, he's not far. He wasn't far off of getting into the top 10.
Yeah.
You know, and to only play in the Premier League from the age of maybe 27, I think. You know, it's England. He scores some big goals for them. He gets Golden Boot only a couple of years ago at 34.
It's ridiculous.
It's frightening what he's done, and you know, it wouldn't surprise me unless they get up and he stays another year and he's still scoring next year in the Premier League.
It's I think back, there's a famous picture, I think from around 2013 at Leicester. Now this is before your time there, but on the bench for Leicester, Jamie Vardy and Harry Kane is like, good. That's the England captain, right there.
Yes, not too decent strikers.
Yeah, I know, and both of them written off.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone said, "Oh, Kane's a one-season wonder." Who's playing for Bayern Munich now? Who's England captain? Who's England's all-time record goal scorer?
I'll tell you what, if you look at it now, imagine them together now.
Yeah.
Kane dropping in the 10 and Vardy running off him.
With his pace.
Yeah. It's frightening.
Rapid. We talked on TV, you said that Europe really affected your ability to compete in the Premier League the following season because you weren't used to the games. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, obviously we've been here this weekend, and I know what Carlton said. I think back in the day they played 60, 70 games, but yeah, obviously tempo was different, but I think, you know, we were just Saturday. You know, none of us have played in Europe. Then we did to play Saturday and be the champions. Everyone wanted to beat us. Everyone raised the game to then go traveling on a Tuesday, all excited anyway. So you waste energy just by being excited, training in the stadium the night before. You know, we had Copenhagen, etc., and all these were going to Europe. It was Bruges, and you know, went to Seville, and it's tough to then come back at Thursday morning, not have much time, recover, have one session on a Friday, to then travel and play on a Saturday. I don't think I think it takes a while to get used to it. You've got to have a big squad, and we didn't. So the league suffered, but I swear to God, I'll tell you this, Adam, we genuinely believed at one point we were going to win the Champions League.
Really?
We just thought we were, no, that's, you know, you win the group.
Yeah.
You go to Seville, tough game. You know, we score a last minute away goal. You know, I think last minute away goal, bring them back to the King Power, and some, you know, crazy atmosphere. And, you know, we go through, and it's Atletico. Now, if you look at, if VAR was there then, even though I'm not a fan of it, they got a penalty. It was outside the box. And Griezmann scores, and we come back to King Power 0-0. We go through. We 100% go through. We drew 1-1, I think. But we would have got that second goal. We would have, because we would have done them, and we would have had Real Madrid in the semis. You know, and look how we got to the quarters with that group, and we'd lost Kante.
Yeah.
We had no N'Golo, so imagine if N'Golo stayed as well. So We had a great one, but we suffered in the league.
It must be tough sometimes in a way because if you say you're travelling to Spain and playing in the Champions League, you walk out and you hear "These are the song," and then on Sunday you're playing in Burnley.
Yeah,
it's not to knock Burnley, but it's not as glamorous as Spain.
And I think that the mentality of these top clubs and these players that are doing it every 3 days, I can't speak highly enough of them. Harry Kane, 3 days, internationals, England, travelling here, and he's back in Germany, and he's just relentless. I heard Dan Burns talking about it in an interview recently at Newcastle, and he's like saying it was the same as what me. Jude Bellingham, at his age, taking it in his stride. He's off picking up the Golden Boy award, and he's back at Real Madrid scoring again. You know, you've got to give these lads credit because it's mental resilience and toughness and fitness to keep going, keep performing, and it's admirable.